Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now, after yesterday's episode, we think we'll just go and have a look at the sun plants, see how they're going on. We'll have a look how they're going on in the greenhouse, and then we'll go in the house to see how the cattleyas are going on. Well, I've no need to show you these again because you've seen those before. The bud has just dropped off the Andean fire, and there it is. But there's another bud there ready to come out. Put our rails over on the frags. Yep, the cardinale is spiking nicely there. This one that should have been the Warsawixianum is still a longifolium with another spike coming up here. And back to the Richterine, which this has been flowering for ages, and it's just put opened another one. So there's two on that one. Flower dropped off the Laserinus, but there's another one opened. Yesterday that one opened. We've got the flycatchers there as well, so they're quite beautiful, they're quite big. They must be at least 6 inches across, at least. And the Laserinus has got another spike coming up too, so that's 2 spikes on this one. Well, that's very good. Then we've got the, what's this? Oh, the Fritz Schomburg. That's growing very nicely. That's just got the 1 spike on as yet. The Robert Yanqueni is looking very nice. There's another spike here on another Laserinus. Little flower on the Masdevallia grandulosa, just the 1. As I said before, the others have just kept dropping off, but I'm keeping them well watered and well fed now, so they should be alright. This Ignea hasn't developed much, but lovely colour on it. But we've just had a Vetchii open, so I'll show you that one. Now these are rather light, they're lovely blooms and quite large too for the size of plant. And there's another spike there with another one due for opening. So that's very good on the Masdevallia Vetchiana. The Paphiopedilum Corolla Ordenauer is growing very, very nicely. The buds are starting to fatten up now, and there's 2 of them, I think, just there. So that should be nice in a week or 2. And the Lady Isabel is coming on very, very nicely. Although I would like I'd like the stem to grow a little larger than that, because it looks like the flowers are just starting to open, and it's a bit low down, I think. Should be much higher than that. The Cymbidium is still doing very, very nicely, and the other spike on it is coming on nicely, as you can see there. Just starting to show some buds. That's that one. And I must thank the people who pointed out that I had two spikes on this one. I thought there was just 1. There's one there, right in the middle, and the other one is shooting out sideways somewhere down here. But that will have to be straightened up as it gets a little bit longer. That will straighten up very nicely. Well, I don't think there's any more to show you in here apart from this this cattleya that's sending a nice growth up there. That's the Mahina Yahino Ulii. So I can't grumble at that one. So we'll go in the house now and we'll just have a look at the cattleyas indoors. Well, I'm going to bring them in one at a time and I'm going to water them. We'll go have a good look at them, and I'm going to feed them on here with a bit of Phosphagium which is high in phosphates and potassium and stuff like that, or just to give them a boost on blooming. And the mixture is about 230 parts per million. Well, this is Alalia perennii, and I've cut the top of the sheath off, and the actual bud inside is, I don't know whether you can see it or not, making its way to the top, and I think tomorrow it'll just poke through. So that's definitely going to bloom, so we'll just water this one. Just water it from the top, let it go straight through, and I've got these under those Morris hydro lights, which are very, very bright, and if you're giving plants plenty and plenty of light, because those lights are on for about 12 hours a day, the more light you need, the more light they get, the more water they need. Now this is the Alma Key Trimpelee that I must have had for 12 months. Haven't seen a root on it yet, but it's got that very, very nice growth. So that should start developing roots at the bottom. I haven't had a look. I wonder if they are developing. Oh yeah, looks like there's one developing down there. So that's coming along nicely. So that'll get watered and put back right away. Well, I've just watered the Alma Key, and I've just noticed it's putting another growth up there. So that might flower next year, I think. But apart from anything else, it's doing very nicely. But I'd love to see some roots somewhere. Well, this is our old favourite, the King of Taiwan. And if you look closely, it's going to have two buds on this one. Because if you can see it in the sheath there, you can see two bud stems developing with the buds on top. So I'm looking forward to that one. This is going to be sort of December, I think, before it flowers, or maybe January. Anytime during the winter these cattleyas like to flower. So we'll just give this one a watering. And hopefully this high phosphagen will bring it on a little bit. You know, bring it on to having beautiful blooms, bigger and stronger and better coloured. Hopefully, but you never know until it happens, do you? Anyhow, that's the King of Taiwan. One plant that's not doing much, the white boulder. What's the proper name for it? Cattleya Cheong Goose One, white boulder. That's what it is. It's not doing much at all. It's got some nice roots, but no new growth on the top since it put two little growths up. But nothing at all. The little growths haven't grown a lot bigger than the other ones. But having said that, this is one of the new growths that's doing okay. But don't forget, if you're worried about your cattleyas anyway, make sure that they are in a free flowing medium. You've got to get them wet and then let them dry, and the only way to get them to dry out completely is having them in a free draining medium. And if you're unsure about when to water them, leave them for another couple of days before you do it. The plants will take no harm whatsoever. This is the Cattleya Haesong Tian Mu, and it's quite a big plant now, this one, and it's never flowered before, but there it's trying to flower, but it's got an empty sheath. It's a blind sheath, what they say. Hasn't been growing so bad. New growth coming up here, so that's fine. And This should flower, well, it definitely will flower next year, this one. You know, because if it puts up a sheath like this, a blind sheath, and it has never flowered before, you can bet your bottom dollar that it's going to flower next year. Now I'm amazed at this Cattleya Dowiana aurea, the difference it has made from putting it under that strong light for 12 hours. Look at that growth, how it's come on. Absolutely fantastic. An even better one is the straightforward Cattleya Dowiana that I have potted, which I'll show you next, because the new growth on that, it must have grown, what, a good inch and a half in the last 2 weeks. Well, this is the Cattleya Dowiana that I wanted to show you, and it came as almost a small seedling, what, 12 months ago, 14 months ago, something like that, and it's growing very, very nice. But look at the new growth, how that's done with being under the light. Isn't that fantastic? I wonder if that's going to flower next year. It'd be beautiful if it did. Anyhow, this is the last one I'm going to show you, because I'll not show you any more water. Well, I'll just water this, and then that'll be it for today. Right, we'll just pour a little bit through here around the outside, because I don't want to get these Dowianas too wet, especially when they're potted. Well, here they are all hung up again, so that's the last they'll get for about 3 days. Oh, but while I'm on the subject, has anybody ordered anything from the Orchid garden in Poland in this last, what, fortnight, 10 days? Because I've ordered some stuff. My money's gone to them, but I haven't heard a word off them. I've emailed them 5 times, I've rung them up 5 times, and still no reply. So I'm just wondering if they've gone down with the COVID or something like that. Anyhow, if you know anything, please let me know. And I also paid for their fast delivery service, which was an extra 25 quid. So, I don't know what's happened to them. Well, the only thing I can say now is to thank you all for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would very much appreciate it if you did so. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.